two premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll let it fly. Flushed out of the pocket. Flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. And the defense all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're moving forward to the punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Oh!
They recover their own fumble.
Oh, God!
Who knows how they got
You
that thing
didn't get that.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to
You
make
didn't
sure
get that.
you only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Oh.
State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the air, it's Rourke. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, BYU.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game.
Yeah.
They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game record.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him
sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't...
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Third down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for a big play. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got the opposite quarterback. Let them pick that up. The football swatted away.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting them on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They move the tight end all over. Looking to pass on second down. And safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Get set, get set.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Now he's going to break the pocket. On a little time, lets it go. Got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Here's the snap. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking to move it through the air. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Got his man quickly. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes a connection. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch. But guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose. The defense jumps on it.
He'll start this drive firing. Buys a little time with his feet. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep.
Green 25.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on fourth down. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. On target to the left. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Going up top on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now. You expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
2-9 Philly. Double right. Razor, razor.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. Can anyone catch? No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Can't rest on your laurels, though. He's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Wants to throw. It's Rourke. Fires to the wideout. To the end zone and is picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals. Now, you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's open. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
To the air. It's Rourke.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at half.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Okay, ready?
The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10.
Easy. Timber.
He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open downfield, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job at their pass rush.
42 Spider. 4-2 Hornet. Hornet. Timber. Timber. Hawk. Hawk. Hawk.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close for that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Rourke. Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Defense in press coverage. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And
hard to miss it.
return on the interception.
And that's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other hand. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. There he goes to the right. Down Buckeye. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record. Fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into a 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing a fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to throw, it's Rourke. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd down, he'll have to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot. They can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Going
No, boy.
he's got
This is boy.
He'll go out
This
of
is
bounds,
boy.
but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he
This
has
is
created
boy.
a great sudden change opportunity. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Roy. Fires left. And it's picked off by the defender. He's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up free.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Okay, boy.
Catch past the sticks. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU. And the kick is no good, but the defense way too aggressive. I think they
Oh,
so the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to add another.
I know you gotta be aggressive, son. You need to come back this quarter, baby.
Right down the boulevard.
Again, it's always trying to make shit happen, baby.
Five-play scoring drive.
Yeah.
And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that
Niggas know how to
touchdown
block.
drive.
Oh, I forgot about that line.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Yeah.
The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch.
I couldn't even come out. So you didn't for that, nigga.
And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Where am I going to put it?
Had so much success today. Find a way to make
Like,
Good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So seeing quarterback once
you did it by one day.
about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone.
You
It's a
can look
touchdown.
on the
Bring it
field,
up to
right?
the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
Ohio State 46, BYU 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Pocket starts to collapse. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage at the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling...
What?
And down the left side.
What are you doing? Don't feel it. That's it. That's the goal. That ball is not that good.
They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass for 39 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
To the air, it's Rourke. Throws to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Okay, ready?
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Is it another one?
2nd and 10 after the previous play.
My bad. I don't want to do it. Not on the field. Come on.
He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire
Undercut
downfield.
him.
And man,
Oh.
oh